It's RC. I am here reviewing the Basketball Wives All-Star Moments with host Shawnee Henderson. Congrats on the marriage. And Evelyn Lozada. It's going to be a crazy one. Let's start with Evelyn. Discussing her privates. Girl, we starting a little rough. But at the same time, tapping it, patting it, whatever people are saying, I said touching it in an aggressive way. Awkward much? Evelyn revealed her daughter did not like that moment. That was insane, Evelyn. Insane. Just, you please tell me you were drunk in that moment. Just to at least make the audience feel somewhat like, okay, she was just drunk. This is drunk behavior. Because this can't be how you acting in your real life. The infamous argument between Evelyn and Tammy about Tammy's ex-husband. Evelyn said you were non-beep factor beep. Y'all remember that? Non-factor. And I think she made the non-factor shirts, and Tammy came up in the store and was like, all this stuff. You made a shirt, all this stuff Evelyn was doing. I mean, people do that still till this day. Like they make a coin out of experiences, i.e. candy. What's up? Malaysia. Do y'all remember when Malaysia threw that? I always wonder. Was it a small table, or was it a chair she threw at Jennifer when they were? I don't know where that was overseas, but they were overseas. Oh boy. Malaysia Pargo. And then at some point during the time Malaysia's been on Basketball Wives LA, we found out her real name, and I was like, oh boy, who put that out there? She's Malaysia. Leave her alone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing, but these are not so funny moments. Like, these are real serious situations. From the Evelyn touching herself aggressively to kind of say she has a wet beep. Like, girl, okay. And then the argument with her and Tammy. I really had to put that in the not so funny because, like, at the end of the day, whether you knew it or not, because these guys like to lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers just don't, right? Because, men like to lie. This man had you out here, Miss Evelyn, looking like a side chick when he was married to Tammy. That's not funny. That's tough. And then you embarrassed this lady over this situation. And then Malaysia throwing that table or chair at Jennifer, like, when things are like happening in the moment, you're not laughing at it. But because it's so many years later, like, it became a little bit like, oh my God, like, and my laugh in that moment is never to okay violence. Like, I never laughed when it was actually happened. I was like at my house freaking out, like, oh my God, did you just throw something at her? What is going on? That whole scene was crazy. It was crazy. And I remember, if we can take anything good out of it, don't forget that Malaysia walked away. She did walk away. Okay. And Now to the next not so funny moment. Remember when Eric, the the guy with the knot on his head, or with the permanent knot, because it looked like it was, I don't know if he was disfigured, or I don't know if he was born that way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way. I don't know. And Eric, don't get mad at us. We don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if you were born that way, or if you. We don't know what's going on with your forehead, sir. But it was knotting. There's a lot of knots going on with that forehead. And your knotted forehead, that brain inside just told you, because you realize you and Jen was like basically done so. You're not going to get her back. And you probably still was in love with her. So instead of walking away from whatever argument y'all were having, you kept antagonizing her in her face. And she did look a little bit like, when women, we try to play it off like we're not scared. She did look a little scared. And I was like, oh my God, please don't tell me he's put his hands on her behind the scenes, or at least, doing the threatening thing to kind of make a girl think you're going to put your. So it's like, dang, like she really did look kind of scared. Like she was not, because usually Jennifer got a mouth on her. She going to speak her piece. She was not speaking that much of a piece. She was just like, yeah, 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 like she wasn't saying much. I was like, oh, girl, you in danger. Watch yourself. And one of the worst moments on TV happened. He threw that drink so hard in her face. Oh my God. But the glow up though, Eric. I don't know what you look like now, if you still got that knot in your head, or if you did a surgery to get rid of it. But the glow up, Eric, is real. Do you see Jennifer now? Did you see her 10 years ago? The girl is still beautiful. She's even more attractive than she was when you were married to her. So the glow up is real. Okay. And I see that what he did was like an actual assault. Like, if she wanted to press charges, she could have. She just didn't back then, and that's her business, and, it is what it is. But that was an actual assault. Like, you cannot do that. And guys, fellas, boys, men, don't ever think because you see someone get away with something on TV that you gonna be able to just do it and get away. Like, no. Sometimes, unfortunately, women let men with money, or men in different circumstances, get away with some things. So don't even think having money too will let you get away with some stuff. There's a lot of people that have millions of dollars that are what? In prison. You understand? Okay. So don't do it. Do like Malaysia did and walk away from Jennifer. Don't be throwing drinks in people's faces. That ain't it. Now, when they were showing the the moments with the kids, and this is not supposed to be funny, but I don't know why it's becoming like funny in my head, but it's not. It is not at all. What's her name? Jackie. I don't know if she was closing a door and she didn't realize her son, Doug Jr. was there. And she hit the man with the door by accident. I said, what? He's like, ow. What is going on with Jackie? How do you not know your child was somewhere behind you coming out? You're not hearing footsteps, baby? Say what? So, that was something. But in a random moment, if we can mention the kids who were the my favorite kids out of all of them. I would say out of all of the basketball wives and their kids that have made appearances on the show, I would say Malaysia kids and Shawnee kids were my favorite of all the basketball wife kids. They were super funny and real, you know. They would embarrass their mommy a little bit. Um, now the other not so funny moment would be the reunion. The reunion had insults, like bad insults. Like I don't know if they dug up dirt or they dug up a really bad rumor. Like when Megan told who was that girl? Jeez, I can't even think of her name. She's not that, no disrespect, known or popular in the show, but she told one of the other girls, like, weren't you a prostitute? And like, I'm like, girl. So it's just, y'all need to stop, because a lot of stuff online be rumors. That's why I don't even pay certain online vlogs or blogs any attention, because a lot of the stuff they be spilling is rumors. They don't get real sources. They just make up stuff and say, okay, let me see how I can make money on this person's pain, i.e. Tasha K doing to a lot of people. Like, it's not cool. Now she $4 million in debt. What's up? So you understand? I don't do the gossiping. Like, that ain't it. Like, let's talk about some real stuff that's going on, not hypotheticals. Now, they were also belittling each other, like really talking down, really just grimy, just what is that phrase? Iyanla said gutter snipes, just bad, just it was just unnecessary arguments. Like, it's one thing to argue because you feel like, dang, my daughter died and you weren't there for me and I'm gonna check you on the reunion about it. That's a real argument. That's a real situation. That's real emotions. I ain't got no problem if I'm a woman, not a child, not a girl, a woman handling her own on a reunion, talking about this and talking about that. But when they're just petty stuff, just, to me, I would say the pettiest would be between like Tammy and Evelyn. Their beef was just super petty. Yes, okay, it started off at like that disrespect I said earlier about the ex-husband. Other than that, they got over that. Both of them. They were friends at one point. Or were they frenemies? We'll never know. But we thought they were cool, at least cordial. They could be in the same room and not fight each other, laugh and all that other stuff. But you know what I'm saying? But then you go on these reunions and y'all hitting below, just below, man. It's wrong. It's nasty. Um, mm. Where it all began, Basketball Wives Miami. It wasn't my first rodeo at reality TV. I've been on and off watching reality TV since I was like 13. But I find it was fresh. It was different for its time. But it soon turned into arguments and fights. It needed to be stopped or paused, but not banned. There's a lot of people putting out, stuff because of Evelyn's mistakes and she's making people look bad. At the end of the day, we all do things that make ourselves, our parents, our children, our coworkers, our husbands, our wives, let's go, looking bad, okay? It's just not in the limelight and it's not magnetized. You don't have a film crew in your face, right? I'm not saying it's okay for her to throw that bottom or jump over the table. And it's not funny, but it's like years later, that thing sounds hilarious. Like, who jumps over a table to get to somebody? But, anyways, I didn't grow up in fighting culture, so that sounds insane. But those who grew up in fighting cultures, like, you're like, okay, this is a Tuesday. This is just this is just an appetizer, you know what I mean? Nothing compared to, I guess, things people have seen in person, but it's just, for me, it was a lot. But I would say, though, I do miss it. I do miss the funny moments with, like, Evelyn and Jen, and Susie was a little bit funny in her weird, quirky way, and at the time, Royce was, like, my favorite. I wasn't shading everyone, but I was like, who's this girl? She's just small and spunky and just... And then to find out she was a cheerleader, I was like, yeah, she has the personality of a cheerleader. She... Or, I don't know if I should say cheerleader. I don't know if that demeaned... I didn't mean it in a demeaning way. She was a dancer for one of the NBA teams. I think that's a higher level than a cheerleader, so my bad. But yeah, she has that personality for sure. She's very athletic, very cute girl, and I love Royce. I miss Royce, and I wish Royce all the best, whatever she's doing with her child, with herself, with her life, with her career, with anything she plans on doing, her goals. I just wish her all the best, and I hope when she sees this, all-star moment, she's not, like, annoyed. I hope she just, brushes it off, like, that was a time in my life, and I've turned over a new leaf, and I'm doing other things now, so it's all good. But I definitely miss Royce, if I had to think about what I miss the most about Basketball Wives Miami. I mean, everybody has their little girls, that they liked. But Royce was definitely my favorite back then, for sure. There were tons of funny moments. Let's start with Evelyn and Shawnee's friendship. These two ladies were very funny, and I feel like they never had a dull moment. Like, when they were on the screen, it was something to be seen. Freestyle. No. No, for real. Like, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. I also like the scene they showed of Drea. Remember when Drea dressed up like Jackie? She walked in the room with that hair and with that bottle, making it seem like whatever, like she just got like a Coke in there or something, but there's always like hidden alcohol. Jackie. And Evelyn said, nothing's changed. And I was like, oh my God, Jackie. Old heart habits die hard. And then in that same scene, Jackie went to the bathroom, was like, okay, I'm gonna show you. And she attempted to I guess do the same as Drea and dress up as Drea, but basically she just dressed up in a nightgown and a bra. And I'm like, okay. She only embarrassed herself. Jackie! Doug Chrissy's wife, yes. Jackie. Any scene with Jackie is funny. I mean, except for, certain scenes. But just about any scene with Jackie is funny. The ladies tried a lot of crazy things, y'all. Remember when they tried swimming with the baby sharks? Some of them were holding snakes. which would be Jackie. Remember when Shawnee was feeding the giraffe? She put the lettuce in her mouth, and then the giraffe had to take its long tongue and ugh, grosito. um, and then who was that pierced their nipples? Ugh. Ooh, that looked like that hurt. But yeah, one of the girls pierced their nipples. Um, Jackie Christie and this funny, cringy Ponderosas. Evelyn said that the only Ponderosa she knows is a restaurant in the Bronx. And I just fell out. I'm like, girl. The funny thing is, too, I have seen a restaurant called Ponderosa. Let me know in the comments, do y'all have a restaurant in your neck of the woods called Ponderosa? Because I've seen one before. I don't know if it was on TV or in real life, but I've seen a restaurant called Ponderosa. It's a real thing. Like, Evelyn wasn't trying to be too funny like this. And then lastly, the funny confessionals. Remember when Tammy was like, I'm on a diet. And she went in this whole spill about being on a diet from, certain type of girls. So it wasn't like, it was a play on words. It wasn't like a real diet. And then Jackie roaring. Oh my goodness. Please stop. Don't stop. I don't know. It's funny. Any Drea confessional was hilarious. Drea is, let's be honest. We're going to be honest on this channel. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But even her haters cannot deny the girl's humor. Even her haters can't deny it. Come on now. I find Jen is low-key funny. Her confessionals were hilarious too. And Dragon Breath, Malaysia said. And remember when Jackie had the fupa comment? Fat, was it fat upper bleep area? Something like that. Is it upper? Or is it? Do not spell out what fupa means in the comments. Don't do it. But I would like to know what it means, but I forgot. And then also, remember Evelyn's once said that somebody had candlestick legs. Ooh. These girls can go to the improv right now. Matter of fact, go to the Orlando Improv and have at it, because to me the best humor is when you're not trying. When you're just reading somebody the Miranda rights and you're not trying to be funny. It just naturally flows, naturally comes off the tongue, come off the lips. Oh man. The confessionals has saved many a shows. Let's be honest. Some shows are boring. I'm not saying Basketball Wives. We're gonna shade the other girls. Some shows are boring. Maybe some housewife shows are boring. And the confessionals saved y'all for years. Because people lived with them confessionals. Basketball Wives L.A. California knows how to party. I thought it wouldn't be able to replace Miami at first. But Jackie Christie, Doug Christie's wife, Malaysia, Drea, changed my mind. They are the ones that saved the franchise once Miami was not coming back. If you don't agree that Jackie Christie, Malaysia, Andrea saved the franchise, leave it down in the comment box why you don't think they did, because I definitely think they did an amazing job in keeping the show going. I love how they did, though, add some of the top girls from Miami to LA. That was great. So it gave people like me, the Miami girls, the Miami fans, a bit of a stress relief. Like, oh, I know Tammy, I know Evelyn, I know Shawnee, I know this one, I know Jen, I know that one. You know what I mean? Like, instead of us feeling like, who are all these new girls? What's going on? You know? LA became a success, but there was times I stopped watching the franchise for years. And that more had to do with just me taking a break from reality TV. It was no specific boycott or anything like that to Basketball Wives. I was doing that for a lot of shows. I was just like focused on when I was in college. I was just focused. I was just in my bag. I was doing other things. And I was like, let me take a break from this. But the new season, is that Brittany Renner? Evelyn said the new season is insane. I'm going to hold you to that, Ev. I'm going to hold you to that. I forgot all about when, I don't know what Evelyn was getting injected, but Shawnee stuck the needle in Evelyn's stomach, and I'm like, uh-oh. That looked like that hurt. That was a random moment. Remember when Tammy was screaming and jumping out of her seat when she saw a real life scorpion? I think it was in the glass in front of her. And then Jackie was trying to say Coco Lopez, and she was like, a Coco Lopo Coca la Capa Caca. A Coco Loco Caca Caca Lopalike Nico da 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 da. Didi do cha cha cha. And everybody just started laughing. I mean, all at once. It was like, cue the laughing. You know, everybody was just laughing all at once. And Jackie seemed kind of hurt. And I'm like, oh no, Jackie, don't take this personal. She gets a little emotional when she's drunk. New City. They are in Orlando. I actually just found out a few weeks ago. There was a rumor of Neek, the YouTuber, potentially being on some reality show, and I was like, good for her. That's what's up. I knew about her for a few years, but I was unaware of what was the name of the show. Nobody said the name at the time. Maybe some people did, but I didn't watch those blogs. So there is Neek from YouTube. I see somebody I know from LA, from Bad Girls Club, Megan James. I see Nikki from Black Ink Crew Chicago. The cast is what the fans have wanted. A whole new, younger cast. I'm curious, how will it be? Will Shawnee pop up during the season? Don't fast forward. Wait. Here is a great way to save money on gas with Gas Buddy. I don't know if you've heard of them or not. I save money, and I would like for you to save money as well. Social media responses. So let me understand. Hashtag Basketball Wives had Shawnee and Evelyn relieving moments, and they were laughing about Evelyn being aggressive, but OG was a problem. But carry on. Evelyn jumping on tables, throwing bottles. But okay. I don't think they're laughing about Evelyn being aggressive. I think Evelyn even showed growth to show, hey, even my daughter did not like some of the moments from the show, you know, like why would she even mention her daughter being disappointed in her if she was cool with it? You know what I'm saying? She would never do that. So we got to give people grace. We got to give people time to heal and time to grow. What we're not going to do is throw stones when, you know, we're all sinners. All-star moments, bringing back all the fights. Hashtag basketball wives. The all-star moments was showing how crazy it was before. Keep in mind, these things were heavily edited, Nick. Yes to Orlando, no to LA. I like the OGs, but the moment has passed. Hashtag basketball wives. I would say yes to it all because we need all. We need the grown, we need the young, we need the ignorant, we need the smart, we need the classy, we need the ratchet. Don't hate on it. Appreciate it. Are you ready? Are you looking forward to Orlando or and LA? Come on, you guys. You've probably seen episode 1. You probably already watched All Star Moments. Let's go. Episode 2. I'll be reviewing episode 1 today. It's gonna be lit. Thanks for watching. RC out. Let the birthday countdown begin.